So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the returning subscribers, nawapenda sana, and for the new subscribers, welcome so much, and I do really appreciate your effort for supporting me. Yeah. So now guys, today I want us to have a sit down conversation and we talk about something. I want people to understand and I want to share with you. This is why I decided to start this YouTube channel, just to document my life. Yeah, and let people know what others go through in life. So guys, let me tell you, today I want to give out an interesting topic of how I became a teacher. So guys, this is my story. Back then, when I was in primary school, I used to admire teachers so much. I used to look at teachers as my role model. In fact, I used to be a very good friend to teachers. I used to admire the profession. I used to look upon them. I used to admire their work, especially how they dress. You see how the village teachers dress, guys, during those days. You used to see a teacher and look, hey, teachers are so smart. They wear ironed clothes. They look very official. In fact, you could see a person whom you even don't know walking around the village and could just easily notify that that is a teacher. That one must be a teacher. So I was just admiring their lifestyle. And in fact, in the village during those days, when you trace back during the olden days or during our time, I am not too old, guys, even though people will start gauging me how old I am. I am there. I am in my mid 20s, in my late 20s, not even in my mid 20s. I'm in my late 20s. But during those days, I used to admire teachers so much, especially for their lifestyle. I'm telling you guys, I could just be walking around my village street, and you see a person whom you even don't know, but you can just guess that this person must be a teacher because of the way they dress, the way they conduct themselves. Yeah. And during our time when we were kids, guys, teachers were very much, people could be afraid of teachers. Somebody can see his or a teacher walking towards him, and you can even run away, guys. During those time, a teacher was uh, really somebody to be respected. Not even respected, people were very afraid of teachers during this time. So you could even imagine a teacher can punish you can punish you on the streets, and yet you are not even in school, but people had that fear of teachers. So I used to admire that one a lot, guys. I used to imagine, now when I become a teacher, people will be respect me like this. People will be looking at me and see someone who is much respected like this. I used to have those visions. So now, during all my entire time, guys, I want you to understand where my passion of becoming a teacher started. Sorry. So it started during those days. I used to admire their lifestyle, the way they are conducting themselves in the village. Yeah, and I used to say, hey, one day I must become a teacher. So immediately after primary school, when I joined high school, hey, guys, that is where the passion grew and grew. Because when you go to high school now, when you look at those high school teachers, the way they are, guys, very smart, very organized, hey. So that is when I said, this one, I must become one of them. I must become one of them. So I was secretly admiring the teachers. I admired how to become a teacher. You can imagine standing in front of a whole school. Eh? In fact, during the assemblies, that is when I used to get my passion from. I used to admire how teachers are addressing the school. And I said, oh, one day I must become a teacher. So that is when I started saying, oh, I must work hard. I must work hard for me to become a teacher. So now after high school, hey, class of 2026, KCSE class of 2016, sorry, not 2026, class of 2016. We know what happened. We know what happened with Matiangi. The Matiangi era, we know what happened. 2016, hello. Can you tell me what happened on your side? So now, after that, I finished my KCSE in the year 2016, and then after applying the colleges, guys, guess what? I got an invitation letter to join Moi University to pursue diploma in journalism and mass communication. Now tell me, guys, tell me, this teacher who has always been claiming to become a teacher, this person who has always been admiring teachers, wants to become a teacher one day. Now this person is invited to Moi University to study what? Journalism and mass communication. Well, hey, I said no. I said no. Guys, I wanted to become a teacher, and I really wanted to become a teacher. So now I reapplied again for the teacher training colleges. Now when I reapplied, then after some times, I think it took about 1 month, if I'm not wrong, then the results came out, and I received another letter to join Thogoto Teachers, the PCA, the mighty PCA, Thogoto Teachers Training College, which is found in Kikuyu sub-county. Yeah, so watu wa Thogoto, hi. So that is in the year 2017 September, when I was supposed to report in that school. So that is when I joined my favorite career, and I started as a teacher trainee in Thogoto Teachers Training College in Kikuyu sub-county. I was so happy, guys. Let me tell you, I was so happy. I knew very much that all my desires are now fulfilled, and that is how I became a teacher. So I went there. I went to the Thogoto Teachers Training College 2017, 2018, 2019. Then I graduated there as a teacher, a primary school teacher. Wow, I was so much satisfied. I used to go for teaching practice. In fact, one thing that people have to understand, when you go for the primary teacher education, you go for teaching practice 3 times. So, and each of the three times I'm talking about, you are supposed to handle the learners 1 month, then you go back to school, continue studying. Then another time you go for teaching practice for 1 month, and then you go back to school, continue studying, and then you go for the 3rd term. But now this ones you go for different schools. So I remember very much. I remember so vividly my first school in Nairobi, not even in Nairobi, in Kiambu. My first teaching practice, I did it at a school known as Karura Primary School. Karura Primary School is somewhere past Wangige there. Those people who knows the place, who knows Kikuyu very well. That is my first school where I went to practice as a teacher trainee. So that is it. Then the second one, I went to the PCA Mama Ngina Primary School at around Kino, still in Kikuyu sub-county. And then the last one, I went to Kinyanjui Road Primary School down there, Kawangware. That is where I went for my last teaching practice, and I was very happy, guys. And remember, public schools in Nairobi is not like in the coast. Here in the coast, sometimes you get a class with even less than 20 learners. But when I was in Nairobi, shock on me, guys. I could handle a class. I remember in Kinyanjui Road Primary School, I used to handle a class of 102 learners. And it is so enjoyable. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the way I used to admire this job? I was very enjoying, guys. Let me tell you the truth. I used to enjoy my job very much. I could even feel like I am already employed, and yet I was just training. So I was there in Kinyanjui Road for the last time. That was in the year 2019. Yeah, 2019. I did my last teaching practice in 2019 at Kinyanjui Road Primary School. Before now, I completed my course, and I was so much fulfilled. I felt at peace. I did not want to go for another course that wasn't my passion, guys. I did it because I was so much I was so much into it. I loved teaching. And even today, guys, I do my work with a lot of passion because I love my job. Even what is so much interesting with teaching, guys, is how you interact with those kids. So much interesting. In fact, people used to tell us in the village back then that teachers don't age. The teachers don't grow old. Is it true? Can you comment in the comment section? Is it true that teachers don't grow old? But that was during those days, and we used to have that mentality that teachers don't grow old. And why? They used to give us, people in the village used to give it a reason. I don't know if you can be able to be at par with it, but people used to say teachers don't grow, they don't grow old easily just because their work is so soft. Just handling a piece of chalk, writing on the board, marking the books cannot make somebody to grow old, guys. So those are some of the things that people could defend that point. But I don't know. Can you tell me in the comment section? Do teachers grow old? I don't know. We are waiting to grow old. So now that is basically how I became a teacher. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying my work. I still have 30 years plus in the profession to serve as a teacher in this country. So I am really enjoying, guys. I'm really, really enjoying. As per now, I can tell you the truth. I am really enjoying my job and I do love it. So that's all for today, guys. Bye and thank you for watching.